I appreciate most about my parents is their generosity and their hospitality.
My sisters and I saw from a very young age how they would love our neighbors. They would welcome new people, they would invite others over.
Whether that be to exchange students when we were growing up who would stay with us for months at a time. Even now, my parents host missionaries from time to time, always having friends over, hosting backyard barbecues, neighborhood get-togethers, holiday gatherings. It didn't really matter that the house was busting at the seams full of people. My parents always had room for one more.
Something that I didn't understand when I was younger as a child growing up that I now appreciate about my parents is their sense of service and willingness to give so much to others. I realize it's not very common to have someone give so much of their time, their talents, their energy, of their love.
My parents continue to show love at church by serving with the food pantry every week, distributing food to those in need in their community. As I was growing up, they volunteered in Awana. So I'm really thankful that not only did my parents tell us what it was to love others, but they showed us on a daily basis what it was to love.
I think the older you get, I think there's always that opportunity to retrospectively look back at your own life and recognize the challenges that my parents might have faced. But now I realize that they always face those challenges with a lot of grace.
I think something I didn't always understand as a kid, but now have come to appreciate as an adult and more specifically as a parent, is their example of steadfast faith. They taught my sisters and I, no matter what we go through in life, because there are hard times, that we have an eternal hope and someone we can call on. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful.
I think that now what I realize is that my parents always showed up.
Whether it was a school play or a talent show or a church event,
every basketball game, every track meet, every activity, they were there and they supported us. And that means a lot to me. It means a lot to us.
The thing I admire most about my parents is their sense of adventure, their willingness to try new things and go new places, to meet new people, just that wanderlust experience. They're not afraid to do anything new.
I'm so grateful my mom and dad took us on all these fun adventures growing up. My parents would pack up the cooler, load us girls all in the car, we'd drive out to the beach and spend hours making drip castles, something that now my kids love to come to Florida and make drip castles with their Nana and Papa.
I think a fond memory that I have of growing up is just all of our camping trips. We went on plenty of them, and now, as a parent taking my own kids camping, I now realize what a huge undertaking camping is and all that's involved in preparing and planning to go sleep in the woods.
They took us camping all over the place, but there was one place in North Georgia that really stands out in my mind.
So here we are in Helen, Georgia, one of the many memorable places my parents took us camping to growing up. And I remember it was this very toy shop that my parents allowed my sisters and I each to pick out a wooden toy. I picked out this little wooden ducky that my parents will tell you I absolutely loved, and I put thousands of miles running around with this little wooden ducky. But I really appreciate that they took the time to take my sisters and I camping at such cool places.
Another fond memory I have was this awesome Disney cruise my mom and dad took all of us on. It was such a blast. We had a great time together. My parents weren't afraid to dress as pirates, and they made really good-looking pirates. It was a lot of fun. I'm just so thankful for the many cherished memories we have in the past, present, and the future to come.
One of the fondest memories I have of my parents was in 2012 during my first deployment with the United States Air Force overseas. After a few weeks being in the country, I had an opportunity to call them. And when they answered the phone, it was so good to hear their voices. But they said, "Hi, sweetie. We hope you're doing good. We'd love to talk to you right now, but we're about to go hang gliding." I was completely befuddled by this statement, wondering, what in the heck are they doing hang gliding? And that just made the rest of my deployment really enjoyable, as the running joke was, "Joy, what are your parents doing this week? Skydiving, swimming with alligators, walking through fire?" And that just showed how much I admire their adventure spirit, that they were willing to do and try anything.
I really admire the way my mom and dad show love to all those around them.
They have demonstrated to me and my sisters what it means to give of yourselves, whether that's in service to others, in serving in your community, and opening your home.
They have such a big heart and give so much to so many people that I really admire about them, and I think it's something that they've passed on to me and my sisters and also to the grandchildren.
Mom and Dad, congratulations on 50 years of marriage. You know, my whole life, you have always told me and my sisters how proud you are of us. Well, today, we get the opportunity to tell you how proud we are of the two of you.
We've witnessed the dedication and the sacrifices you've made for each other and our family.
We are reminded of the countless moments where your love and support have lifted us up.
Your commitment to each other is a testament of your love and an inspiration to our family. Early in your marriage, you decided to make God the center of it, and that legacy of faith has made a ripple effect in our family that will be felt for generations to come.
You've shown us the beauty of marriage and the strength that comes from facing life's ups and downs together.
Throughout our lives, you have been there to celebrate our achievements, big and small. And now it's our turn to celebrate you and the bond you share.
Your marriage demonstrates to us what it means to be better together.
As we celebrate you today,
We hope you realize the profound impact you have made.
The two of you on all those around you. Congratulations on 50 years of marriage.
happy 50th, Mom and Dad. We are so very proud of you.
Happy half a century together, Mom and Dad. Love you.